Competition throughout the world. Leeds looking to the inside of Wieland and a big crash.
Just one of the Fords. The 70 has had a big crash. Look at the rearrangement of the back end of that car. Exhaust system I can see. Looks like the right left subframe as you're looking at it.
You can see the tire wall, how it has been moved to the side. That is the VDS Racing Ford GT. One of the very quick Ford GTs that we have seen good results from in LMS competition.
Look at the guardrails. Hit that on the right side where the tires are all missing. That tire wad of bundles, a bundle of tires is where that guardrail got hit.
Weird place to go off all the way to the right there. You can see the portion of the racetrack just after the Dunlop curves.
It'll help this car if we get a full course caution.
Mueller getting the
That's a combination of the Kronos. Oh, that's McNish. That's Alan McNish.
That's a massive chunk there. Traffic.
Oh boy, that was
no.
He went for a hole there, boys, that was not there. Look at the spectators.
Boy, the camera guys lucky.
God,
look at that wheel flying. That is a scary scene.
Wow.
And the drivers, the prototype drivers, spoke about this. They said we will need to take unnecessary risks to clear GT traffic. This is frightening stuff. Alan McNish is still in the car.
On first glance, guys, I don't think the gap was there. Let's take a look down through the Dunlop curves. He goes inside Bernard. That's for the lead of the race.
It wasn't there. I mean, we're talking about it. It's really difficult to see out of that car, and it just looks like that's coming into play here.
Cleared that guardrail. We're taking world feed here, so we don't have control of the pictures we're seeing or broadcasting.
Doing about 175 miles an hour there down through the Dunlop curves.
On board.
This is with Timo. See the traffic, and Alan just shoots the gap. Wow.
And this is exactly what we had talked about. We're getting the car righted now. Alan's still in.
That was extremely disturbing. And Dr. Wolfgang Ulrich. And that is a
goodness.
Boy,
wow. Thank goodness. That is awesome.
That's great to see right there.
That was a massive shunt. And the relief at Audi. Relief that Alan is okay.
Eines guten Tages mal so viel Platz im Auto zu haben, dass man daneben zukunftsfähige Systeme, so war das ausgedrückt, also will heißen, eine Hybridanlage, eine Hybridkomponenten unterbringen zu können. Die Nachteile, die man sich damit eingehandelt hat, ist klar. Nochmal die Wiederholung des Unfalls von Mike Rockenfeller. Der reinste Horror. 320 km/h und dann solch ein Einschlag.
Oh, and the number 8 car, Anthony Davidson, has stuffed it in. There's another car involved that's on its roof. There's a car on its roof. Anthony Davidson has been getting out of the car. There's another car on its roof. That is at the Mulsanne corner. We're going to see a safety car. Oh, my heavens. Davidson comes underneath the, oh my God, Davidson goes completely over, flies through the air, hard into the wall. The Ferrari goes in, flips back over backwards. Oh, that's an unbelievable accident. Davidson was trying to go underneath the Ferrari. We're still not sure which Ferrari that is. He was trying to go underneath the Ferrari as they were going into the Mulsanne corner. The Ferrari came over on him hard, and they made side-to-side action. And then Davidson went completely in the air, flipped over backwards, landed back on his wheels, and then went hard into the tire wall, completely moving the tire wall and the Armco barrier.
And let's have a look at it again. That's one of the AF Corsa cars. I can't see which number it is. It's one of the AM class cars, but this does absolutely huge accident for Davidson. Now, these new Le Mans prototype regulations with the holes in the fins are supposed to stop exactly this happening.
Just clipped a wheel off the side and then just caught the grass or something. It looked odd to me, that crash.
Dangerous position, and so session has been red flagged, Mark, and not surprising, he was lucky. Apart from anything else, look at the work they're going to have to do to rebuild those barriers.
Absolutely shocked at this car return to the circuit tonight, let alone to the beginning of tomorrow's work. I mean, it totally depends on the damage, but it's a huge impact, as you can see. that will have done a lot more internal damage than we can actually see from the cameras now.
Well, the tyre wall doing its job, the barriers will have to be repaired, and so unfortunately the session has been red flagged, and the clock rolls on. It will spin out in just over 38 minutes time, and so it's hold.
And what are we looking at here? My goodness.
Oh my Lord.
Goodness gracious me.
Oh dear God.
That is car number 1, Lloyd Duval, who is completely destroyed.
Take a look again, Sam.
So this is the first one. It's the next left.
He's changing down.
Changing down. Something went wrong there, wasn't it?
He's changing down and braking hard, I think, because he knows something's gone wrong.
I wonder if he had sort of throttle stick open, because it is a small speed reduction into that left-hander.
Yeah.
And the car sort of washed. It seemed
any fraction of oh, here we go, from dead ahead.
It's just gone straight on. I feel like something's either let go, or when he tried to make a lift, perhaps the throttle stuck open a little bit.
Yeah,
and I now can't remember.
It was
mainly a water. That's a very big shunt. Was that Antonio Garcia at the wheel? Where are they there? No, Tommy Milner.
Yeah, it's a head-on, and that car.
Well, that's now facing backwards, having gone in, and that is the final chicane.
Yep. Here we go.
Oh, breaks away from him, hits the wall, hits the end. That is a big shunt, and that is the end of the race.
Yeah.
So that's not the final chicane, that's the Dunlop chicane. That's where the Porsche went off our first retirement. And I'm afraid that is...
Agree with Michael Mallon?
Yeah. And remember, oh my goodness, and there's a Ferrari, and that's a heavy hit there. Coming into the first chicane, the LMP2 car moved across, hit Pierre Caffer as he came into the braking area. In my view, 100% the LMP2's fault there as he squeezed across in the braking area. Caffer had nowhere to go, spun him around heavily into the barrier. That will be a slow zone for sure. That Ferrari, I wouldn't be surprised if it was out of this race. There you see the remnants of it. Marshall jumping for safety, as well as the bodywork flying. Here again, you see the Ferraris there. The LMP2 comes to the inside. The Ferrari's moving across, and then he just moves straight across and tags the front of him. Two Marshalls on the right-hand side dive for cover, and Caffer was a bit of a bystander in that. There's no reason for the LMP2 to move across to try to take up his own braking position and line on the circuit.
That was a big hit. That was a very, very big hit in the front.
It could be big enough for the car to be out of the race. Caffer's opened the door there, so thankfully, he's okay, as the Marshals are now looking at it. And I'm sure he'll be saying a few rude words about the other chap.
We released the track back to the public road for another day. That is a big crash. But the only news that we need to know is exactly what we're seeing there. Sven Muller has... That's not Sven Muller.
That's an LMP2.
It's an LMP1 or 2 car. Somebody has climbed out and walked away.
There should be a stop sign on someone else's car, and I can't see it.
This is with the BMW coming down into the debris field.
Into the right, spun over to the left. Carbon fibre and bits pouring off the car. We're riding on board with one of the M8 BMWs to give you some idea. That crash happened a long way before he came to a halt.
That's the driver who was out is Giorgio Sernagiotto, who, along with Roberto Lacorte, has been running this car in the European Le Mans Series. This is now their 3rd season of racing this car with this team. So Roberto Lacorte has seen the debris field. That has all the hallmarks, Peter, of contact under braking, car turning hard right into the barriers, and then all the frangible objects flying off, diluting some of the energy.
On va le savoir tout de suite, on a un replay.
Voilà, on revoit. Ah non, c'est pas Bruni. Bruni, il était juste devant. C'est une Porsche de la catégorie GT-AM.
Qui laissait passer et qui n'a pas vu la deuxième voiture arriver, ce qui est, voilà, très souvent... Alors, énorme sortie, et en plus il tape pas dans les Tech Pro, visiblement il tape dans le mur directement.
Et c'est la voiture de chez Patrick Dempsey, la malheureuse. Tout à l'heure vous vous souvenez certainement de ce pilote japonais qui était parti 3 fois